Hey Car Beautiful, how you doing? Yes, it's Wednesday. Wow, what a last couple of days that's been. Whew. Monday, the sales were very, very average, weren't they? Do you remember that? Only had like a couple of items going out. Tuesday, literally nothing was going through the system until late last night. It's always typical. When you're in bed, you get the notification bell go off. When you got your Bluetooth speakers on, trying to listen to some therapeutic music while closing your eyes late at night past midnight, right? Not going to complain, guys. Absolutely not going to complain. We got some bangers going out today. That makes up for the lack of sales yesterday morning, thankfully. Right. The video that's going out tonight is this one here. The yellow sticker. Clearance, 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 guys. Yes, I got suckered in. I can't deny. I saw a couple of videos going up on the YouTube saying that it was the last week. I wish they would let us know somehow a little bit beforehand so that we could get out there a couple of weeks before and source those items. But that's as much our fault for not going to said stores. Can't knock it, right? So yeah, today or tonight, you're going to see that video. This video that I'm recording now will officially go out tomorrow, if that makes sense. Right, without further ado, let me show you what I've managed to get rid of, in the sense of a word. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Remember that, guys, when you're out there on the field or in the charity shops. Right, so let's put the Specsavers on. I'm going to be as coherent as I can be. Right, so first thing that's going out is this one here, guys. The box has seen better days. I think it's meant to have more of a black deep felt on it, so that would have affected the price. It's the Simpsons. It's a pewter, so it's very well made, yeah. It's got some brand in there. It's proper vintage. I'm sure it's vintage. 2002, right? Y2K. Inside that item there, I'm going to get him out gently. There's two parts to him. This is Homer Simpson, right, guys? So you know there's a collection for these things. Oops, he's falling apart on me. So it's a little Homer Simpson pewter, and here's a bottle opener, right? Nice and heavy pewter metal, right? Now he's got some branding on his feet, just about there, just to clarify who he is, the year he was made, etc., etc. I initially saw this in a charity shop in Amersham approximately 5 months ago. I might have a video up, I'm not sure. If I do, I do. If I don't, hey ho, you're going to take my word for it. I paid up on this, guys, sad to say. I thought it was going to do a lot better than what it would. I paid £10 because I didn't have the knowledge then that I do now, that you can use, you know, your eBay app, go onto the past sales and the sell-through rates, etc., etc. But hey, I picked it up. I thought it was worth more than £10, which it is subsequently. Had it on the app now for too long, absolutely too long, many months. I think I overpriced it at maybe $29.99. There's been no takers. Subsequently, I had an offer come in at £19. I'll take it. I'll take it. Still managed to flip profit. Right, you want to see me pick this beauty up? It's like a bog standard generic CD holder. There's nothing too elaborate about it, you know. It's one on a, like I said, spindle. Harrowweald at that donation centre, guys, the warehouse. Harrowweald, you'd have seen me pick it up in there, and I'd literally only paid about £2. Managed to flip that for £25. Keep an eye out for the CD holders, cassette holders, guys. These are things that are going to flip only on Monday. If you saw, I picked up that huge one which held 240 CDs. I flipped that for about 80, I think, or thereabouts, 70 or 80 pounds. I'll say it's only been a couple of days ago and I've already forgotten. But not to worry, guys, so that was a nice flip. Right, next item to be going out. You saw me pick this up on the build. It's this beauty here. Be on the lookout for those. I brought it home. It's working. It's testing. Antique seller only wanted £5, guys. If it wasn't working, I could get about 20, 25 for it. They assured me it's working, but they all do when you're out on the field, right? Yeah, you know. Don't get me wrong, you can get some very dodgy sellers. Even the, shall we say, the more experienced, the more elderly, they can hold a straight face and tell you to your eyes, yes dear, I only used it last night. You get it home and it's good for spares repairs. But anyway, this guy's £5 paid, and that's put a return in for me. £45. I knew it would do well, and I knew it wouldn't last that long, right? This item I knew wouldn't last long. It's just because of the branding, guys. Certain brands will sell themselves, as you well know. Yeah, the bigger the brands, the more iconic the brands, the easier it is to flip. So here we have, yes guys, a Budweiser. Budweiser, what's that froggy one? So it's got a couple of logos there, it's got a hit on the front, a hit on the back. It is what it is, it's no actual branding on it, guys. So yeah, it is what it is, and the lid lock's in place. Thank you very much. What did I buy it for, guys? Well, you saw me literally only Sunday at Rice at Car Boot. Didn't get there until a couple of hours since it opened, if I'm not mistaken. That was good for £5, yeah? £5. You're going to pick it up at a fiver, right? Especially when you're going to sell it for £48. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. I knew it was going to do well. I thought initially maybe 30, 35, but I went in hard because I couldn't see any similars on the eBay. So I just went in hard at 50, took an offer, guys, at 45. You know, I'm not going to keep it at home and chase them extra £5, right? Not when I've only paid 5 for it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, again on Sunday. Remember this fella? There he is. It's a lifelike. I don't know how lifelike you can be as far as stuffed toys go. There you go. These are vintage. This was made in Watford by a company. Now, I should know the company. I picked these up in charity shops before. It's one of the very few stuffed toys I will pick up. Real Soft Toys, they're called. And they've got a British, the Union Jack on there, if you can see that, guys, on the thing. On the label. So yeah, it's vintage. Lady says she's had it in her family good for 20 years that she remembers, maybe a little bit longer. So straight away you know it's vintage. It's in lovely condition, considering, and it feels like quality. It's not like these generic brands these days that are made and mass produced that are full of polystyrene and things like that, and they're naff. You know, they last, what, a couple of days. Don't forget, this has probably lasted 30 years and above, right? Well looked after. Hey, £5 paid. Yep, £5 paid, guys. Flipped it for 17. It's free money. I can't emphasise. It's free money, guys. This is what's paying my bills. This is what's paying my bills. Right. I don't really want to lift this one up, but I have to for the sake of the video, guys. It's heavy. There you go. Again, another weekend purchase. Excuse me. So, you all saw me pick this up on Sunday, Chorleywood. I've mentioned before, Chorleywood always seem to do me proud, guys. I always do. Very lucky at Chorleywood. On Sundays, do I want the competition? I don't mind, you know. We're all out there, reseller-wise. And I've met a couple out there. Be Lucky was one of them, and a couple of my subscribers down at Chorleywood. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day, guys. Almost the weekend. Hope to see you there on Sunday again. But I'm not afraid of the competition. We're all out there with one aim in mind, yeah? So no one in life is a stranger, only friends yet to meet. So this is what I picked up. You saw me pick this up. It's called, it's the range is Spring Lane Kitchen. There was only one other online of this brand, particular model, Emma. And that seller wanted something ridiculous like 150. But the Spring Lane range, which I'd seen on a different particular model, were coming in around the 40s and the 40s. What 40s or 50s, mate? We're coming in about 40 to 50 pounds conservatively. The one that actually sold or listed this one, there's only one other online, was after 150. I went in at 90, I think it was. You know, Don't forget, I'm willing to take £50 for it, guys. I paid £10. That's all I picked up. Do you remember, guys? £10. Anyway, I managed to flip it for a grand total of £76. I knew it would do well. I didn't realise it would do that well, guys. So yeah, very, very happy with that. These next items took a while, didn't they? They took a while, good couple of months. You've seen me pick these up in a Chazza's, in a charity shop in Harrow on the Hill. As soon as I saw them, they went straight in my hand, because look at the condition of these beauties. Look at them. They are basically called G4X2s, yeah? They're in lovely condition, a UK size 7, so that may have let them down a bit, you know, but they're still a big size, guys. But you'll see. Look at that, absolutely almost mint, box mint. I think when I did purchase them, there was a little bit of green grass stain there, so they've been worn once, and maybe a little bit of green in there, but I photographed the shoes, trainers, as they are. Guys, I think it was about £5. It was something ridiculous when I'd done my comps in the shop. I hadn't heard of this brand before. The design kind of like jumped at me, so I put them in my hands like this, or should I say like this. Got my mobile phone out, went onto the eBay app, past sold market, what they're going for now. Subsequently, I put them in my trolley. I knew they were worth more than a £5, guys, but I didn't want to be picking up a brand that are, you know, going to take forever to sell. However, I bought them for £5. They've gone for £55. Yes, £55 for a pair of trainers. When I was only saying the other day, guys, I was like, do you remember I was saying, I don't do well with shoes, I don't do well with trainers, I just seem to hold on to them forever and a day. But there you go. This goes to show I've sold a pair of trainers, one pair in the last 2 months. That's how good my turnover is on trainers. Right, moving on. Oh, wait a minute. I sold 2 pairs of trainers. Well, unofficially, they're not really trainers, guys, because they're golf shoes. And these are Adidas, almost vintage. These are actually, I think they're called cricket shoes, actually. They are the SL22 in a nice size, a UK 9, so a nice big size. You'll see by the condition, they absolutely, don't know if you're catching it because of the sunshine behind me. Bring on the sunshine. You are my sunshine, my pretty sunshine. Something like that. Anyway, guys, you don't want to hear the X Factor audition. So yeah, they're in lovely condition, UK size 9. You know, I've had them on there an age. A previous model on these, they are rare ones apparently, went for $49.99. So I went in there. Yes, I did. I went in hard. I put $49.99 in there, and I've literally had them on the shop on eBay now for what, 4 months? Yeah, as long as that. Well, I picked these up at Taplow Car Boot. I picked this up and a Philips CD player system. Both items for £12, I think it was, or £10 thereabouts. It would have been in that sort of vicinity, guys, just to bring the cost down, you know. Yeah, 2 lovely items. So they owe me literally pennies, if you like. You know, when I saw the solds out in the field, they were going for about $49.99, but not fast sellers. Don't get me wrong, guys. These aren't the sell-through rate on these are not hard and fast. I knew I'd hold on to them for a while. Anyway, blabbering on. £6 paid because I bought 2 items, and they've literally gone out for £28. So 6 into 28, we'll take it, right, guys? Got another item, which is an Echo t-shirt. It's a vintage one. I'll bring up the picture on screen. I can't find it at the moment. Recently moved. That's on a vintage sale, so there's no rush to get that one out in that respect. However, I do find it. I will flash it up in future videos, but I know it's here somewhere. I've seen it recently because, like Ricky Resale says, you put your hand on something and it seems to sell. So I've been touching on my products. No, joking. Anyway, right, guys. So this Echo t-shirt owed me a couple of quid. I bought it in a charity shop. It's a vintage one as well. I mean, I'll bring up the picture of the sold on screen here. I mean, look at the design on it. Beautiful, isn't it beautiful? In grey. Look at the logos on the front, guys. Look at the logos, and it's vintage as well. I flipped that for £24. Happy days, happy days. And the last item to go out is this one here. I emphasize this brand is a strong brand. I'll go back on my word, it's out of season. It's not that strong, but it's definitely a name to be looking out for, guys. The name to be looking out for is a Sprayway. There you go. It's a fleece. We're in the middle of summer, guys. It's 24 degrees out there, and I get an offer in for this Sprayway fleece. I've had it listed for an age, guys. I picked it up in a Chazza's for literally £5 because I knew the brand would do well. Is what it is. It's a fleece. It's a Sprayway. You know, it's going to keep you warm and protected when you're climbing Mount Snowdon or whichever mountain you decide to be hiking or walking or going across the downs, etc, etc, etc. So yep, I picked that up for a £5. I've just flipped it for 16 just to get it out. I need the space. Thank you very much. So the totals are £55 spent there, guys. And about here is what I sold it for. What, here? No, I flipped it for $3.53. Look at that getting. God. Thank you, eBay. Thank you, Vintage. You've returned from your vacation and you've decided to look at my algorithm and push my sales. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome home, guys. Welcome home. Yes, I'll cook you an English breakfast as a way of saying thank you. Listen to me blabbering. Right, guys. So yes, there's a reason. And I think the reason is when I do the car boots over the weekend, you can imagine we're getting up early in the morning. We're talking 4:30 in the morning. You walk around a long car boot field, you come home, you got to photograph them, you got to, you know, do your evaluations. I then do the videos for you guys, which take about 2.5 hours, editing, etc, etc. So the day when you guys are almost waking up is near enough the end of my day in theorem. Again, I say that in the nicest sense of the word, in theorem. So I've been up now 9-10 hours. By the time I get the video uploaded, yes, indeed, you know, it's another 12 hours, 14 hours. And don't forget, the car boots are only on for the weekend. Couple of hours sleep, and then up the next morning, again, 4:30 in the morning, do another 2-3 car boots. Psychologically and physically, it's challenging, but it's worth it, guys. It's worth it, you know. When you get the buzz out there, when you see that item at the right price point and you think, yes, get in. The adrenaline keeps you going, guys. It really does. So does a double espresso, to be honest, but hey. So when those days come over the weekend, when you tend to have your stock and you put it to one side, yeah, after you do your evaluations and see what's what, etc, etc. Personally, what I tend to do is then, because time is limited in one sense, I tend to, on eBay, relist items that are ending soonest because it gives me a little bit more time in the day to relax, etc, etc. I don't want to be working 23 hours a day, guys. I'll burn out. And that's the last thing you need to do. You know, your physical, mental health is one of the most important things in life, guys. So, you know, sometimes you've got to find time, find time for yourself, take a deep breath, find that inner beauty and exhale. Look at that. Sound like a guru now. So subsequently, that's why I think my sales may be a little bit slower, because I'm relisting items rather than uploading new items. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Have you found that similar procedure, or in general, are the sales a little bit lackluster due to the time of the year? You know, guys and girls are on holiday, right? People have been saving up the pennies and literally want to spend time with their families, go on days out. It all costs money. I appreciate that. Is that the reason why sales are a little bit slower? It could be. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. No, I'm not. I can just see in the corner of my eye, I did promise a viewer. Excuse me, I want to just take a quick sip of tea. Oh, that's nice. I shall answer your question. They asked me, what is the pink stuff that I've mentioned in a lot of my videos? This is said product. I am not paid to promote this. This is kind of like a lifesaver for me and other resellers. I've been watching other YouTube videos on resellers that use this. The Flipping Sloth is one of them. When he finds scratches on hoovers, etc., etc., different plastic products, he uses this. Now, it's called the Pink Stuff. You can buy it in B&M. I'm not sure what other companies you can buy it in, because it's only a couple of quid in said company. So it's called the Pink Stuff. It's a couple of pounds, and it's an abrasive cream. So if you remember, is it T-Cut, I think the product was for cars, that gets out scratches. This is a very, very similar product, guys. You can see that. So what you do, you get your baby wipe or soft, damp cloth. You'd actually then get a scoop of it, rub it into the area. Now, whether it be stainless steel, just to get out a couple of marks, or whether you'd use it on plastics to get out light, and I say that generically, light scratches. I don't know if it's not really going to do any good for deep scratches, is it? Because it's not a filler, guys. Yeah, it's a light abrasive. Look at it. Imagine toothpaste with sand in it. That's the kind of procedure there. So you literally just rub in, let the paste dry on there, and then buff it off a little bit later. The instructions are all on there. It does get out scratches, guys. It's called the Pink Stuff. It's a couple of quid, B&M. Like I said, this is what I use to get rid of light scratches, things like that. Right, I hope that helps. If you need another further explanation, or what I can do in future videos, should I have any products that require it, I'll do a short video just for you, yeah? If you want me to do that, I'm more than happy to do that. Just leave a comment down below. And yeah, happy days. Well, the video's gone on far too long. I want to have a quick look. Yep, 21 minutes. That seems to be the duration of my videos. This guy should be an orator. Now, be careful your definition of that, guys. I should be an orator, but I'm not. I'm just a simple, humble guy. I am just me, guys. You know, what you see is what you get. If you like, you like. If you don't, hey ho, I'm not going to pass judgment on you. You know, this is life, right? C'est la vie, c'est la vie. Life is life. Guys, girls, non-binaries, have yourself a beautiful day. I've got all this lot to package, get shipped off down the said courier shop I've got to get it off to Royal Mail, thankfully, with Royal Mail as well. God, what a weekend that was, wasn't it? You couldn't use your simple delivery labels at Royal Mail over the weekend. What a nightmare. I had that CD rack. You remember that big heavy one? Yeah? Again, that's about 15 kilos, guys. Parked up on one side of the road, yeah? Carried it across a main high road, because there's literally a designated parking space, into said post office, queued up for 5-10 minutes, got it to the counter, yeah? Sweating. I was like, argh. Got it there, and the post office clerk was like, sorry, John, but yeah, the system's not taking Royal Mail labels from eBay at the moment. Oh no! 15 kilos back across the road. Oh, yeah, my life is life. It's a free workout, says gym membership. Guys, thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Look after those around you. Always stay respectful. Peace, love. Look after yourself, guys. You're worthy. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Keep smiling, guys, because it confuses a lot of them out there.